What's going on? Art of Effortless Attraction. It's David here, and do another Facebook Live video here just for you guys on the number one attraction factor to stand out to the women you desire over every other guy out there. Okay, so I recently did a poll in this group that you may or may not have seen or participated in. If you did, thank you so much for doing that. And I asked three things. I asked, what are you most need most help with or struggle with? Confidence, attraction, or making her comfortable. These were three main things that kind of categories we can. I mean, there are other things we could always break it down into, but those are three things that we can really like hone in on. Three main areas, right? And what won out, 7 votes to 6 to 4 was attraction. Attraction, then confidence, then making women feel comfortable, right? And so I wanted to address this first because it was the most pressing one for you guys. And you know, I get lots of questions every day from guys asking, you know, how can I be more attractive? What do I need to do or say to attract her, right? That beautiful girl that I notice in the grocery store, across the way, at the coffee shop, or out at the bar with my friends. What's the, you know, how do I approach her in a way that she's going to see me as attractive, right? How do I straight up get her? How do I attract her in any way that I can? How do I be an attractive guy? Sometimes it's how do I not get caught in the friend zone, or it's I start out attractive and then I go down in my attraction, right? I get a date or two, and then after a date or two, she like vanishes or disappears or says, hey, you know, I'm seeing someone else. I decided to go with them. Flaking out women, you know, like getting their number, and it seems like things are going well when you meet them, and then you just don't hear from her, or you text back and forth and you try to set a date and then she just doesn't. She kind of flakes out, you know, she kind of or keeps changing it on you, and she doesn't like counter offer back and say, hey, let's do this time. She's, oh, sorry, I can't make it, things have changed. And you try to set up again, and then she just leads you on, and never go out with her, right? And just, you know, sometimes it's just how to keep a woman around. So, you know, this could be within like all kinds of, you know, attractiveness of women, from cute to hot to beautiful, whatever your kind of how you grade women in terms of that, right? And of course, there's outer grade by how they look, but inner matters too, especially for a relationship. So, you know, there's that strong wanting for her that can come up, right? That desire, that approach fear comes up. All kinds of fears, fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, all these kinds of things. Worried about, can I carry on the conversation? Maybe she thinks she's staring at me across the room, but if I say the wrong thing, then, you know, she's going to lose all attraction for me because she's going to find out who I really am, and I'm not really this attractive guy I don't think I am. Or is she just staring at me because she thinks I'm weird, right? All these kinds of thoughts. She actually thinks I'm attractive. Am I going to be too boring, not spontaneous enough? Is she going to leave me for another guy if I start seeing her, right? So, you know, there's what to say, what to do. There's high confidence. There's focusing on having that sexy vibe, like I've talked about in my trainings and all that. And, you know, with all of these things, looking at all these things, right? Confidence, attractiveness, what to say, what to do, working on the vibe, all this. If I had to boil it down to one thing, one factor that makes the difference over everything and makes the most powerful difference, and if this one thing was practiced over all others, you would see a huge shift in your results. Okay, what is that one factor? Okay, so here it is. That one factor is the power of indifference. Okay, indifference. Why is this? Why does this occur? Why are women so attracted to guys who are indifferent? Okay, it's because every other guy out there, and I'm sorry to say probably some of you guys, okay, no offense, but this is how it goes, is staring at her, saying, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. How do I get her? How do I get her attention? How do I get her number? How do I get her on a date? How do I get to have sex with her? How do I make her a girlfriend or wife? You know, and it's really like trying to get her attention. I'm trying. How do I? It's like this trying that goes on. And women pick up on that vibe through the air, through the atmosphere. They pick up on that trying vibe. They pick up on it in your eye contact when you're like, right? I call it squirreling, if you've seen some of my emails. Squirreling around like, oh, there she is. And you may not actually physically be doing this, but energetically you're going, oh my gosh, how do I get her? You know, kind of like a celebrity. People treat celebrities, right? People treat celebrities like, and they put them up in this power position above them. And ultimately a celebrity is a human being and doesn't want to be treated like that on a day-to-day basis, right? Because people are putting these expectations on them, right? On them that they're not always able to live up to because they're human beings. And when we do that with a woman that is beautiful or sexy or hot or attractive, whatever you want to say, super cute, right? Mind-blowingly hot, they pick up on it, right? Women have brains that are really attuned to reading communication and emotions more than men are by default, right? And then we have to learn to do this as men if we want to be, you know, badasses with women and all that, depending on what your goals are. Not all of you want to be like what I call a magnetic ladies man. That's what I like being. That's my MO. But it works the same with indifference, right? And so every other guy out there is just, you know, and pining for that beautiful woman, you know, especially if he doesn't have her. And then if he does get the beautiful woman, then he's constantly afraid about how do I keep her? He's not indifferent ultimately. Now, indifference is not aloofness or completely ignoring women. It's not completely ignoring women, okay? We still have to engage with them, but we're not engaging in a way that we're trying to get some particular result or trying to get her because every other guy's doing it. And she just feels it through the way she gets looked at walking down the street, right? When a guy comes up and talks to her and is like, hey, how you doing? He's trying to be really nice to her, like overly nice, right? Or maybe he's a pickup artist and he's trying to run some gamey routine or whatever. She can feel those things. And she might throw one of these guys a bone because she's bored, she doesn't have anything to do that week. Maybe she'll get a dinner out of it if he offers, not that, you know what I mean? Maybe she's horny and just wants to get laid in the right time, right place. But that's no way to live the life is based on luck, or hopefully she'll be throwing me a bone, right? If anything, we want to be throwing her a bone rather than the other way around, okay? So you can't be too aloof. You can't completely ignore her, but you can't be needing and wanting to get her. It kills it every single time, okay? And so when you know you got the goods, that you believe in yourself, that you're, you know, you believe that you're a sexy guy, and you really, you know, work on your sexy edge, which indifference is the number one factor, guys. It creates that as well. She's drawn into it like a fly into a Venus flytrap, or maybe I should say into the penis flytrap. Okay? And again, if you flip it, like I talk about in my trainings, that you see yourself, look, you can still appreciate and acknowledge her beauty or hotness and go, wow, yeah, that's, you know, but not attached to it, but not be like, oh, like this kind of like burning wanting for it. Because if you look up the definition of want, it means to lack, okay? So when you're wanting her, it means you're lacking her. And if you're coming from a place in your mind that you're lacking her, that means you're not being indifferent, okay? And this is arguably one of the most challenging things to get, especially if you've always been needy, or not always been needy, but got to a needy place in your life with women where you're like, God, if I just, you know, if I can just have that woman, then I'll be happy. And then it just gets worse and worse and worse. And everywhere you go, it's just, right? Not happening, right? Just not feeling it. So that's the bottom line, man, is to work on your indifference, right? Every chance that you can get. Still got to engage with the women, right? Still got to do all the things to move it forward, right? But you can't come from this needy place. You really, really can't. And so you don't want to be like every other guy. You just don't want to be like every other guy that wants the hot, beautiful chick. And they feel it from across the room, man. It happens to me all the time, right? And, you know, chicks of all ages, you know, and really hot young ones, right? And I'm older. I'm 42. I mean, I don't look like I'm 72, but I look around, you know, late 30s, early 40s. And I constantly get checked out, interact with, and flirt with young women, and, you know, have them coming after me. That's just how it goes for me, because I've worked on this indifference so much. There's always more and more levels to upgrade, higher and higher, but it's the most powerful, attractive force for men when it comes to women. Okay, so just a little, lesson primer there on that to help you with it. Go out and practice this. Let me know here in this group how that's been going. You can leave comments right here. Would love to hear what you think about this topic when you watch this video. And yeah, I'm off to a coaching call to help out some guys directly, some of my clients. So it's going to be awesome. And if you really feel you need help with your situation, that you're not making forward progress, and if you are, great, awesome. If this video helps you and you feel like you are, fantastic. If you feel like you're not, then just shoot me a private message, and we can discuss your situation and see how I can best help you out. Best help you out with what you're really struggling with or up against. If you really, really are feeling stuck, maybe you're feeling needy like this, don't know how to crack through it, and this video, you'd go out and try, and for some reason you just can't make it work, just shoot me a PM through Facebook, and we'll see how I can help you. Okay, so that's it for this Facebook Live, and we will catch you soon. Watch for more cool quotes and good stuff, and probably do another poll soon. I have something in mind that I want to ask you guys, so look forward to seeing your answers on that. All right, and shoot me a PM if you need some help. Okay, bye-bye.